What's up, family and friends? How are you doing? Good morning and welcome to this great day, also to this live broadcast. As I always do, I encourage you to join me as we share, seek, and spread knowledge. It's very important. So you are welcome. Feel free, regardless the topic I'm dealing on. If you have any knowledge, drop it in the comment box. I need it. And also some other person need it. We need to help each other to get knowledge, because when you get knowledge, you will say to yourself, knowledge is the greatest. Whatever you want to become or whatever you want to achieve in this world, you need knowledge. Right. So I want to share with us what I titled Recover Your Heritage. Recover your heritage. Let me look what is the definition of heritage in English dictionary. So heritage is property that is or can be inherited, an inheritance. So it is what belongs to you. What inherited is not a gift. It is not what you bought with your money. It's what you inherited from your ancestors, from your parents, something that is passed down from preceding generations, a tradition. That's heritage. He said the status acquired by a person through birth or birthright. So your birthright, your tradition, your inheritance is all talking about your heritage. Say a domesticated animal or a crop of a traditional breed, usually not widely produced for commercial purposes. Not for commercial purposes. Your heritage is not for sale. Your heritage is not for strangers. The problem Africans have is this. Remember, I'm African, Akebula. The problem we have, as I said earlier when I was going to work, we think it's a game. We don't know it's a war. Our neighbors know it's a war. They understand it very well. It's a war, and they are out fighting for it. But our people are busy playing game, participating in the games, thinking it's a game. Oh, don't worry, your turn will come. Okay, let them win now. Time is coming when you will win. That time will never come. If you keep waiting, especially when you are waiting for the same people that enslave you to give you freedom, it will never come. No matter how you tried. You're supposed to know that you cannot recover your heritage, your inheritance, your birthright. You cannot recover your property. You cannot recover what rightfully belongs to you. You cannot recover that your tradition without force. It has to be by force. Hear how they show it to you. Remember, I showed you in the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, and also Genesis chapter 4, I think 16 and 17. And I also show you in Matthew chapter 6, how the white people began to dominate or to rule or to make black people not to mind their treasures, not to mind their resources, not to mind their riches, but hope they are storing. There is heaven where they have to store their own treasure or their own riches for themselves. While white people are storing their own treasure, their own riches here on earth. And they gave us the Bible. Who gave us the Bible? Not God, not our ancestors. Who gave us the Bible? White people. You have to understand how this Bible was written. Until you understand that, you will keep believing the nonsense they wrote in there. That's why when some people read it, they say it's a coded book. It's not a coded book. It's a lying book. It's a fictional book. It's a book they use as a tool for mass deception, not mass destruction like using weapon of war, but mass deception and the mass destruction of your ability to think for yourself, ability to live your life as a people as you're supposed to. You have to recover your heritage by force, not by faith, by force. What type of force am I talking about? As a black people, I'm not talking about force of, okay, hey, give us gun now, we have to fight for our freedom. No, I hear many people clamoring for that. Weapon? Which weapon are you going to make they don't have? They have those weapons already. You don't go and kill yourself unnecessarily because you think, oh, you know, this freedom, I must fight to have it. I must fight to get it back. No, you have to prepare first. You don't just begin to cook food. You just put everything in the pot, boom. The most important part of cooking is the preparation of the ingredients. You prepare them, then you begin to put them one by one. Then when you finish cooking, it will taste good. But you carry everything without preparation, you just put it, boom. Okay. You will see everybody will run away from that food. Nobody will eat it. And when you are waiting for the God of your oppressors to give you freedom, when you get that freedom, it will be better you never ask for it. Learn from the past, Africans. But when you get that freedom by yourself, then you safeguard it by yourself. You make sure you protect it, keep defending it to eternity. Don't give up, don't relax. Once you relax, you lose the game. And when you lose the game, you lose everything. By force, the first force that is very important is the force of unity. Force of unity. And my Igbo people say it, Igwe Bo Ike. You cannot force people to join in fighting for freedom. But that shouldn't make you rush out. Say, oh, they don't, let me go. They will just kill you like a fly. That's why we will not give up. We know many of us are still sleeping. Many of us are still loving the foreign, or whatever, the foreign candy they gave to us. They gave us the foreign candy and took our honey, took our gold, took our oil, took our diamonds. They took our valuables and they gave us candy. We look at, oh, I'm going to that place. It's made that place. Oh, that place is better. You go. But your own place is nothing to write home about. Igwebike. When people are united, they can do the impossible. When people are united, no force can stop them. When people are united as a people, having one language, that's having agreement, they have that agreement among them, say, this is what we will do, they will do it. There is no force, whether you say it's a spiritual force, it says whatever force you call it, it cannot stop them. Force of unity is very important. That's what your enemies don't want you to have, unity. See any people that are still in bondage or still slaves, see why they have not achieved their freedom. At the root of it is disunity, division. That's what the enemy sows first. Because it will come with fear. You throw that fear, then you guys get divided. You said, I don't agree with what you said. No, you know, that thing you said, the way you say it, no, it will bring that to us. Or division comes among the united people. And that's what they actually comes to do. When people were building Tower of Babel, without stealing from anyone, without killing anyone, these other people, they call themselves God, they get jealous. They say, let us go and confuse them and scatter them. So because nothing will stop them. There is no God that can stop a united people. It cannot stop them. So what do? They sow discord among them. They sow division among them, then they scatter. And when they scatter, they cannot build anything. Things fall apart when what happens? Center could not hold. Then things fall apart. Remove the center. Unity is the center. Where there is unity, there is possibility. We can achieve anything. Without unity, everything we are trying to do is impossible. And the enemies know how to use that tool of disunity, of division, separation among us. And because of the religion we have embraced, we accept it as the right way. He said he did not come to bring peace, but sword, division. He said, do not think I come to bring peace. No, I bring division. And they tell you he's the Prince of Peace. You say, yes, Jesus is the Prince of Peace. No, he's a Prince of Division. Jesus is the Prince of Division. It's in your Bible. Matthew chapter 10, 34 to 36. And for you to stick with your family, say, no, I did not come for that. You have to hate yourself, hate your father, hate your mother, hate your brothers and sisters for you to qualify as his disciple. It is in your Bible. They gave you that Bible to control you, to keep you divided. That's why you are fighting among yourself, because they know once you are united, they cannot stop you. Whether you are fighting for African freedom or for Biafran freedom is the same thing. Where there is division, you will never achieve freedom. You have to be united. Haitians achieved freedom, independence from France when they were united and fought. With that, the second one I will talk about, which is black power. After the force of unity, then force of power, force of black power. Africans need that force. When it comes to other weapons, we can get it easily. But that black power, these people separated us from it, that we don't even dare to ask for the source of it, get to know exactly what it is. When you mention black power, all they think is juju that kills, voodoo that kills, or make people's belly swell up and all that. If juju, if voodoo or atiba or ogu or charm, whatever you call it, can make any negative thing, don't you think it can also make positive thing? If you can use it to destroy life, don't you know? I mean, don't you think you can use it to protect life and save life? I have been using gun as example. Gun is white man's voodoo. They use it to kill people and they use it to save people. But you see black people, because one person in your village use juju or voodoo or charm or ogu or atiba to kill somebody. You say it's evil, everything. But you see white people, somebody to take gun and go and kill many people, kill children in school. They're still making gun, they're still using gun. The black people, they corroded their brain, they killed their brain with religion. So if it's not what they like and it's black, they will destroy it. But if it is white, even if it's killing them, they say, don't worry, it is God's will. That's another thing they will tell you. When somebody uses juju to do something bad, they say it's evil, it's demonic, it's devilish. But when somebody use gun or whatever white man made to kill people, they say it is God's will. You hear some Africans saying that the invasion and the enslavement of their ancestors was part of God's will. And they quote Bible. Deuteronomy 30, he said you'll be carried in a ship. And that ship is Jesus. As slaves, because you break commandment. They believe their ancestors suffered enslavement because of breaking the commandment of God. Then you see somebody say, hey, we are the true Israelites. White people will laugh. They say, see these stupid people. We gave you that book. We gave you the book you have today. You say, you are the real Israelites. No, the first Bible was Ethiopian. Nonsense. You don't know the first thing that was Ethiopian. Oh, Bible, you are fighting. Bible is Ethiopian. They use that Bible to separate you from black power, because that's part of the force our ancestors used to do exploits. And they tell you that the people that do know their God, our ancestors did not know their God. They know they were gods and goddesses. Let me tell you again how they separated you. They don't want you to know what is called goddess. They make you believe goddess is mame water, is evil spirit, is demonic. But see all the hurricane, all the storms that are, you know, that are fighting or that are doing all that in America. Dorian just happened. Maria happened. What all those hurricanes? Most of them are female names, not male. I think there's one they call Matthew. But see those ones that are so deadly, powerful women. You should begin to understand why they put women under. They tell you the first person God calls in the Bible was woman. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. They tell you woman should not talk where you gather in the church. Say woman should not use power over any man. He should not talk. If you want to talk, let her go home and talk with her husband, not in this church, not in the presence of God. They tell you who was deceived? Woman. She brought curse. No, woman brings life. Woman does not bring death. If you know who you are, you will know that woman gives life. Who brought you forth? None of us was born by God in heaven. None of us were created by God in heaven. Our mother gave birth to us. Her womb is the heaven where we existed before we came forth into this world. She gave us life. But they demoted women. And that's why it is ridiculous when I see any woman saying he's a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew, still loving the same God that hates you, the same God that hated you, that anything evil is on you. Our ancestors love women. They weren't into beating women and maltreating women. You don't know this history of Africa, the true history of Africa. If you know it, you know that our ancestors honored women. But they degraded all the women, and they said there is one you will respect, the mother of Jesus. And Jesus in the Bible never called any woman his mother. He keeps talking about his father. He said, where is your father? He says, in heaven. You cannot see him. If you see me, Jesus never see, he that seen me has seen my mother. He never, even they say at the cross, when the mother was there, he said, woman. He called, hey, woman, you are not my mother. When they say he turned water into wine, when the mother came, he called her woman. How many of you, especially you Africans, do call your mother woman? You know you don't do that. We don't do that. We respect our women. We respect our mother. I was discussing with somebody at work. I said, when you guys talk about women, you say women are this, women are that. But when it comes to your mother, you don't say that. When it comes to your mother, you won't say that. And somebody talk negative about your mother, you ready to fight. Don't talk about my mother like that. I'm going to fuck you up. You see them rise up to defend their mother. Yet we say women are this, women are that. And they use the Bible to tell you women are weaker vessels. And you believe that. And you see us, at least every Christian treat their women as weaker vessels. Shut up, woman. Stop that, woman. You see a woman singing in the church. You don't know what the man says. See this woman. It's not the Bible say. It's not what the Bible say. But you see some women now having church. Even there is one that is calling herself Archbishop. And she's coming after me. She said, I said, you know how I do? I give it back to her. We need to restore that black power. We don't even have knowledge of it. All we know is evil. It's demonic. It is those demons called Christian missionaries that taught us that nonsense. The enslavers, after they defeated us with the cannon, with weapons of war, then they send the missionaries to enslave us mentally against our tradition, against our heritage, against our culture, against our inheritance. And we accept it. then you will see a grown man, woman who is African saying, no, that thing is not Jesus, God. And you wonder why you are suffering unnecessarily. You need that force of black power again. If you know what stopped the English people from defeating Benin Kingdom, if you know at least part of the history, one man who had black power, they have to kill that man before they defeat Benin Kingdom. And you know how they kill such people? Through saboteurs, through sellouts. They know they cannot kill the person. Strangers cannot kill the man that have Africa. It has to be another African that will kill him. And many Africans are ready to do that. Oh, I will give you candy. You go and kill your brother. Then they gain access. They make you chief, or they make you Igwe. They give you things, you begin to run. I'm the first man that built upstairs in my village. I'm the first man that ride a bicycle in my village. I'm the first man that had mirror in my village. You don't know where you came from. If you know your true history, you know your ancestors had all those things. The ones they brought to you is not compared, cannot be compared with what your ancestors had. Force of power, black power, you need it. The third power you need also is the force of thinking, force of reasoning. They tell you, don't reason, don't think. No, just believe. That's what they ask you to do. They don't want you to think. They want you to believe. Believe. To him that believe, all things are possible. Imagine that. If to him that believe, all things are possible. Imagine where you would have been today. But you have been believing that nonsense. And they tell you, Jesus said to him that believe, if you don't see, but believe, blessed are you. I said, any person that said that is evil. And Jesus is evil. I don't see something. He says, just believe. It's real. No, I want to see it if it's real. If it's not real, then forget it. Don't tell me about it. Tell me what is real. I can see it. If I cannot see it, I can use it. I can feel it. If I cannot see it or use it, it's useless to me. Just as God and Jesus is useless to Africans, yet they are believing that nonsense. They don't want you to think for yourself. You see how white people think? They keep thinking how they will develop more weapons. They will keep thinking for future. Africans are not thinking for future. They are believing for future. God is about to do this. God is about to do that. God will open door for you. God will do that. God cannot do anything for you, Africans. Wake up, Africans. You see where they put that proverb. They stole it from you. As they said, as a man think in his heart, he said, so is he. You think, oh, there is God that is coming to and you to save you or to do anything for you, and you think you can do something? No. That's why you sing, I have no power of my own. When you have no power of your own, then you die a slave forever. Stop believing the lies they put in the Bible. Do you see another lie they put there? They said that blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Think. The meek. He said, blessed are the meek. Who are the meek? He said, the humble. Show me any place the humble have power in this world. No way. The meek inherit the earth? Nowhere. There is no place the meek is inheriting this earth. They said that. Matthew chapter 5 verse 5. Blessed and happy are the meek. And the black people claim it. Yeah, we are meek. You know, if they slap you on this cheek, turn this one. Be meek, be humble. Be humble. If you're humble, God will exalt you. For where? If you're humble, they will trample upon you. They will step on you. No, God will exalt you. They will march you to the bottomless pit they have. You will never rise again. So they march on you. But hear what they tell you. In Matthew chapter 11 verse 12. He says, since John, the kingdom of heaven is suffering violence. Have you seen anyone in the kingdom of heaven? When you say kingdom of heaven, where do black people think? In heaven. Okay, kingdom of heaven is suffering. Okay, no, Christianity is kingdom of heaven. That's what black people think. He said the kingdom of heaven is suffering violence. since white people came on the scene. He said they will violently take it by force. It is by force you can take your heritage back from whoever stole it. They can never give it back to you by you being humble, being a good slave, being a good believer, being a good churchgoer, being a good Muslim. You can never get your heritage, Africans. The kingdom of this world, this earth is the kingdom of heaven and the hell. When you are talking about heaven and hell, the real one, it is this earth. And this kingdom of earth has been suffering violence since white men came on the scene. And black people think being humble will make them regain or recover their heritage. No way. You need the force of unity. You need the force of black power. You need the force of reasoning. Think yourself out of slavery. Those that think they will never remain in that locked-up cell, they will devise ways to break away. They can dig through the earth. They can go through the roof. They can go through the windows. No matter how they make it, they want to escape. But those that don't think, okay, no, don't worry, they will take care of us. One day they will release us. When they release you, you will be useless then. Because when you come out, many things have left you behind. You know how many kilometers you are behind. You cannot catch up. You don't have strength anymore to be through because you don't have car, you don't have nothing that will help you to catch up. Then you die. The earth is the kingdom of heaven and hell that they are talking about. When you have your heritage, you are living in your heaven. You have your heaven. That's what it means. Look at those that have their heritage and see how their place is like heaven. Asians have their heritage. Americans have their heritage. Europeans have their heritage. But Africans, where is your heritage? Gone through the window. As I used to say that Africans open the window and throw their power out and then open the door and allow the oppressor in with their useless religion that keep them down. Remember, he said, when they come and they declare peace, you don't accept, they will cut down everything, they will begin to destroy. When you find out they are evil, they will come, they will say, okay, we are taking it by force. You have to take it by force. You can never take it by being humble. Africans, we will never recover our heritage by being humble. Yes, we need to be united. The majority, when majority of us, all Africans can never be united. But when majority Africans wake up and unite themselves, then restore their black power and begin to reason for themselves, you will see how easy it is for them to recover their heritage. Do I know when it will happen? No. But I'm starting now. Some of us are waking up. When we wake up, we unite. I cannot see another way awaken Africa and be against that person. No way. I love every awakened African. I don't mean all those fake awakened Africans. No, I mean the true awakened Africans that have dropped religion, that have dropped insecurity, that have dropped compromise, and that have dropped being in hiding spot or in the corner. You are not bold to say it as it is, and you think, no, you must not know everything. We know many of us are still sleeping. We are not ignorant of that. That's why we will not give up. We will not stop saying the whole truth. We will not stop calling them to wake up. Whether they like it or not, whether they accept, they can block us all they want. But you can never stop the sun from shining. You can never recover your heritage from that wicked oppressors by begging and waiting for God, but by using force. Force of unity, force of black power, and force of reasoning. It will help you. Of course, you know, weapons are already in the world. You can order weapons. You can make weapons. But if you have weapon without unity, without black power, and without reasoning, it's useless. You will use that weapon to kill yourself. Is it not what is happening in Africa? Force is the only language the wicked oppressors hears. That's the only language they understand. They don't. You're talking about it. They gave you religion. They gave you faith. They gave you all the things. You say, Almighty God, this God, that good. They don't know that. They know that God don't exist. They know that God is not coming to help you anytime. So when you talk finish nonsense, they use God and come and kill you. You die. You still continue. Or your children continue. Our God is fire. Our God is answer God. Our God is a consuming fire. For where? Fire consume your God. They can bomb your church. They can bomb your temple. They can bomb your mosque. And your God cannot do anything. Force is the only language the wicked oppressors understand. That's the language they respect. You see the North Korean leader? You see they haven't taken him away. You know why? He got force. You see how they take away Gaddafi? Saddam Hussein. If you don't have weapon, if you don't have unity, if you don't have power, if you don't have ability to think, they will take you off with weapon. They have weapon. You make weapon of mass destruction, they make another one. Now they're talking about nuclear weapon, right? Before they used to talk about what is that bomb? Atomic bomb. Atomic bomb is like child's play now. No, they have nuclear weapon that they're afraid if you push the button, man, many lives will wait. Even if you lose, many lives will be wasted. They'll be afraid of you. You see America now going to touch Japan anyhow? No. You see them going to touch China anyhow? No. They tell you trade war, trade war. Okay, how about physical war? You know, Africans like physical war. Like when Trump talking, they say, oh, it's powerful. Yeah. Putin talk. Oh, Putin is the strongest man. Africans, where is your own strength? Where is your own strong man in Africa? When you are strong man, rise up, you kill that strong man because you want to defend your oppressor who gave you that religion you're having. Preach all you want, teach all you want, pray all you want, shout all you want, write all you want. But force is the key to recover your heritage. Prayer cannot recover it. Preaching cannot recover it. Teaching, you say what I'm doing on Facebook, that is not what will recover it. But I am calling you to wake up. I'm calling you younger generations. Learn about black power. Learn about black power, acquire it, fortify yourself. You can start with little by little. All those policemen, all those military men that are molesting your people, why can't you acquire black power that when you appear where they are, bees will begin to sting them. They will begin to run with their guns or with their weapon. Why can't you start with that one? But you will use it to kill your brother's children or your neighbor. You begin to use it to shoot pigs. Yet the one that are oppressing you, you see somebody that is a politician come to your village with a cars and begin to cause trouble, and you don't do anything. But you will go, oh, this person, the way he talked to me at the bar yesterday, I want things to be hard for him. I want all his children to be useless. You said you are useless when you are doing that. Younger generation of Africans, wake up. Wake up. Me, of course, I'm still have like some percentage of youngness in me. If I see a native doctor that will fortify me with African power, I don't mean the one that is asking for human sacrifice. No. Human sacrifice is not part of African culture. It's not part of African tradition. It's not. Human sacrifice is not part of even African spirituality. It is not. Human sacrifice is from the wicked ones that came and killed us. That's why their God sent his son and killed his son. Our people don't kill their children until they came. Africans, we have to be united. We have to restore our power, and we have to be thinking so that we stop thinking. We have to restore our power and recover our heritage. Awake as a people. I mean, wake up, Akebulans, wake up, Africans, restore your power and recover your heritage. You can do it. No white man will help you to be free. No white man will help you to recover your heritage. No. You should know that. If there is any white man that want to come and help you and recover your heritage, other white men will kill him, because they know, especially those white men that are sitting on that inheritance. You have to begin to acquire that force of unity, force of black power, and force of reasoning for you to recover your heritage. It is the only language that we understand, force. Any other thing without that force, you are just making noise, and they can make louder noise than you. You say you want to make weapon to fight, they can make bigger weapon than you. How many Africans have gone to the moon? How many of us? But these people, they go there frequently, right? How about us? And you say, one God made us. Which one God? We are not one blood with them. If we are one blood with them, they wouldn't have enslaved us. They will show us that brother, no matter how bad your brother is, blood is thicker than water. He will show you mercy. He will show you love. But these people don't have love for you in any way, no matter how you say it. Say they gave you school, they gave you this. All they gave to you is to keep you down. But you think it's good. They gave you candy, Jesus candy, and you lick it. It's destroying your health. You say it's good, it's good. It's not good. Wake up, Africans, and know this. You have what it takes to recover your heritage. Wake up and be aggressive about that. No more child's play. And I'm still calling you. So for those that will say practice what you preach, of course. If I see a native doctor, I mean African native doctor, that is true, the clean one. I don't mean the one that is looking for money. I don't mean the one that is looking for fame. I mean the one that is clean. He does not do any bad thing. His hands are clean. I will go for him to fortify me. That when you shoot at me, it will not touch me. You're going to catch me, I will disappear. I can command things to happen. That's the power I'm talking about. That's the power white men feared. They have to bribe our brothers to kill those who hold that power. It's not everybody that have that power, although we have different powers in our families. Okay, both power to disappear, some family have it. Power to do great, some families have it. But they destroy, akaji those things. As our people will say, akaji ofo, akaji something. They kill the main people that heard it, and they use Christianity to make some people that still have some of them, like Bahal. They say, no, it's evil. They leave it. In Jesus' name, I can heal. And you cannot heal anybody in Jesus' name. Wake up, Africans, and do yourself this great service. Recover your heritage. Peace.